Oh god, this is gonna get super confusing now. Oh god, this is gonna get super confusing now. Oh god, this is gonna get super confusing now. Oh god, this is gonna get super confusing. No, it seems not too bad. Yeah, I guess that's not Halo Reach anymore. Oh, hey Liam, how's it going? Oh, this is really confusing here in the game in my ear like this. There's gotta be a way around this. I guess I'm gonna have to turn that down. Alright, let's see how that is. How is the audio balance? I also do not know how far back everything is, so this is the fun part. I'm trying to find that good old sweet spot. Trying to find that good old sweet spot. Game needs to be a little bit louder. Okay. The problem, okay, here's the thing. Like, the way I've got this set up right now, it's blaring in my ears, so I guess... technically, isn't there... There's probably a volume... I can turn up a little bit still, yeah. Trying to find that good balance before I tweet out. I don't know what I'm really doing tonight. I think it's... I got a new, quote-unquote, new setup for streaming, so I wanted to give it a test. So let's see how this sounds and looks. It's still audible, both game and voice. Alright, that's good. How's it going, guys? Let's tweet out that I'm doing a spontaneous live stream. Alright, that would make more sense. Random NES game live stream? Because why not? Alright, I do not want to start with Ninja Gaiden 3 yet. I'm going to start with Ninja Gaiden 1, because that's the game I know the best of the three. So the reason I'm randomly just doing a live stream is because why the fuck not, right? I wanted to try to get my old consoles working streaming properly on my good laptop, so I can actually do everything proper. So, I went out and got a capture card that actually works on my damn thing. And this is me just testing all that out. So, why not test it out with a game I love to play for some bizarre reason. And let's run through some Ninja Gaiden. Liam, I'm going to give you a Thunderbolt because you're a cool guy. Thunder! Bolt. Sadly, it is just me at the house right now, guys. Girlfriend's asleep. Other roommate is not home. And I don't know if Gerard or Reese or any of the other crew I hang out with are currently around, so sadly this is just a solo affair right now. If someone hops in that I might want to get in on the call, like I'll gladly let them if Pat shows up, Jake, Josh, whoever. I am down for having some chatting. Plus I'm going to be staring back and forth at Ninja Gaiden, so I might not be paying the most attention to the chat, but I'll see what I can do. Now, some of you might not know, I had to do another run of this again. Some of you might be knowing that I've been doing a race with K-Head where we get through all 3 Ninja Gaiden games for the NES in one sitting. We have had to record that thing 4 times now. Oh, hello. Hi, Patrick. You want in on the call? Oh wait, I might be getting some people in the call after all. You enjoy these beautiful cutscenes while I'm figuring this out. Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden. Hurry up, Pat. Oh. Alright, give me a second. I think I'm going to add some people into this call here, so... Hey, guys.
I have to go get my headset.
What's up?
Proton John.
Hey, cutie.
Hey, baby. Joshua Jepson.
Joshua Jepson.
Do you like it when
That's not my username, but alright.
That's the new version. Now, I better make sure you guys can actually be heard, otherwise it's going to be really awkward.
Just talk to yourself. John! Just talk to yourself.
Okay, it sounds like they can be heard in the call. People seem to hear you, so that's good.
I mean, I'd consider it normal if I heard you talking to yourself.
It kind of is.
Right, if you think about it.
Oh, you think long and hard about it. John talking to himself's pretty normal.
It's a regular thing here, really. It's just, you know, whatever.
So how's your split personality doing tonight?
Jack's doing pretty good. Jimmy's been down on his luck recently, but...
Charles still hitting the tables?
It's the only thing you can do, really. I know. I'm disappointed, too.
It's okay.
He's been working so hard.
One day.
Do you guys have Thunderbolts in the chat, or am I going to have to fix that?
Me?
Or I guess swords now, because I think the Thunderbolts are special.
Nope, I do not.
I do. Josh, you suck.
Alright, Josh, let's give you a Thunderbolt.
Oh. Yay, or a sword. I don't know.
I don't care, it's a Thunderbolt.
If I could choose between a Thunderbolt and a sword, I would definitely pick the Thunderbolt.
I believe the proper term for it, as coined by our good friend Atma, I believe it is get Zeused, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the better version, I will admit.
Get Zeus.
Oh man, when you first did that to me, I laughed so hard. I remember when I got Zeused for the first time.
Atma's a funny dude.
What's Atma been up to? I haven't heard from that guy lately.
He's been
Either of
streaming
them.
a lot.
Does he?
Yeah.
I don't know if I follow him on Twitter or not. I never know who I follow on Twitter these days.
You follow
This
everyone.
is probably the most laggy Halo.
That's probably why I care so little about Twitter.
So what's this game you're playing? Super Mario 3?
Yep. Uh-oh.
It's kind of lame.
Like for a second there, I was like, "Oh, he's playing Super Mario 3." Looked over at the screen.
Right, because you're both playing Halo right now, so you're not even watching the stream.
No.
Yeah, exactly. I look over at the screen, I'm like, "Fuck it."
Well, first off, your problem is you believe Patrick.
Yeah. I need to learn from my mistake.
Whenever there is some sort of record button on, I am most likely trolling. Whenever I'm not live, though, I'm a lovable guy, kind of.
But other than that, total asshole.
It's just my persona, man. That's my showbiz mask.
It's your showbiz mask.
That's why I related so much to your "I Am an Asshole" song.
Truly, it is my greatest top 10 hit.
I was like, this is my theme song.
Ow. Betrayed.
What? I killed you?
Dick face.
I can't tell what's going on right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of lag.
Trying everyone because it's so laggy.
Well, we are viewing a stream and on Skype at the same time as well.
Wait,
That's
way to
all
totally
right.
just beat the shit out of your internet connections, guys.
Bro,
I don't know, I have good internet, so...
you don't understand. I've got upload speeds of at least 2 megabytes per second. I'm good.
In all seriousness, though, I get like 25 up.
You guys probably have better internet than I do
By
because
that, I
it's
mean
usually
down.
crappy here in Canada.
Mine's kind of middle of the pack.
Oh
Maybe.
shit, I just noticed Gerard was around. Gerard, you want in on the call too, dude?
Gerard, I have not talked to that dude ever.
But he knows a lot about you, because...
The most interaction I've had with him was on the stream the other day. Wait, what?
But he knows a lot about you.
That's really creepy.
He likes you, Josh.
Gerard, are you stalking me?
He knows what you look like naked.
I don't know.
All right.
He will find you. And he will kill you.
Did he
God damn
did he kill your kid, or did he kidnap your kid or something here?
I have a very important set of skills.
Gerard...
Ah, Josh Jepson, I've heard of you before.
We meet again, Bane!
Hello. Yes, I've heard of you multiple times.
I'm a big fan of your movie.
Of
Hello,
his,
Bane.
his singular movie.
Hello, Bane. My name is Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. You've told me about the darkness, and I know all about it.
I'll show you the darkness as soon as I find my daughter.
I don't have her. I have no idea where she is. No clue.
I was actually on my way to get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Bane at the drive-thru.
Yes, I'll have the number 5.
Oh my god, that's what he sounds like.
It is! It's... believe.
He talks through a drive-thru.
He just got one attached to his face. He felt like it.
Hello, welcome to Bane's drive-thru. Would you like death or just internal bleeding today?
Bane's World.
Would you like to supersize your suffering?
Oh, that's too good.
How you doing, Gerard?
Doing well. I'm kind of like, I'm staring at this timeline for Metroid Prime, and I'm just like, I have to edit you in less than 24 hours.
Oh god, you gonna be able to do it?
Yeah, luckily, like, this is like not a funny episode. This is probably not, like, it's not
I'm
like,
glad there's no humor in this episode. No one's gonna watch it!
Luckily, no one's gonna like this one, so...
Well, actually, I have to, I just got to the end of Metroid Prime on hard mode, and I have to finish up Metroid Prime. That's my last thing I have to do for today.
Did you
Before
finish
I
Fusion
edit.
after, or did you get a save of Fusion?
I did. I was able to get the... Luckily, Fusion was a very short game, so I beat that in about like 2 or 3 hours. And I got the link cable for a Game Boy Advance and just uploaded the game save to my cube. So I'm good in that retrospect. But I still have to finish off. I tried doing it today, and I was stuck on Metroid Prime for a good hour. I was like, all right, I think I'm done. But I gotta go give another try right now because my name's the completionist, and that's what I complete games.
You bring it on yourself, dude. That's the only thing.
I believe in you
Thanks, Pickle.
like I believe in anything.
You mean not at all, or?
Not at all. Now I'm nervous.
For some reason, that's like a song lyric. I don't know why. Like, my brain is registering it as a song lyric from something, and I can't think of what it is.
I'm sure those words have been connected together in song form at some point in time.
Nope, never.
but which
First
one?
first time ever.
Right here, folks.
A P-Call original.
Patrick's debut.
I believe in anything.
His new hit single.
An original single by everyone ever.
No, just you, Patrick. Just you. It's all you.
I am everyone.
That's kind of frightening, actually.
Beep boop.
Like your mom.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, you're our
Damn,
mom?
That insult from 2000, man. That one right there.
Bringing back a classic.
You
Bring
know,
it back
Gerard,
to
that's a good comeback.
It's always a good comeback.
Yeah,
It's never bad.
if you're gay.
Damn it! Trump by the mid '90 insult. Damn it!
He's going back as far as he can. Wait till he calls you a greaser.
I learned how to call people gay as an insult when I was in preschool.
I got suspended in middle school for calling someone gay.
Well, that's
Wow.
good.
I could see that, yeah.
You know what my response was? I was gay.
Good response. Good answer. Good answer.
I was
Oh,
young, okay?
I'm gay.
Too much. Yeah,
Information?
it's too much.
Too much.
Too much total ownage. Pure ownage.
too much. Dude, Pico, you totally sound like the announcer from Pure Ownage. I just
Wait, announcer?
the guy was like Pure Ownage. Totally have. Did anyone watch Pure Ownage? Am I the only one that knows what that is? You should know, John. Cause
I know.
They film in Calgary, so.
Yeah, they're from your native tongue.
I've met them. Native tongue?
Didn't you see the episode where John's like 3 miles in the background?
No, I didn't see that episode.
Me neither. It doesn't exist.
Thanks, Pat. That makes me feel a lot better.
Okay.
So why the sudden urge to stream, John? I think this is the first time I've ever seen you stream in the many moons that I've known you.
I think it's because I finally got the proper setup going for my laptop. I have a setup for recording or for streaming current gen stuff, but not last gen stuff or old.
Yeah.
So
Last gen.
last gen,
Old.
NES, last gen, same thing. It went NES, Xbox 360, right?
Do the time warp.
I was gonna
We have to
say,
go
those-
to the
those-
future.
those HD graphics on them NESs.
Dun, dun,
That's what the
dun,
S stood for. Superior.
dun, 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 dun.
That song goes with everything. No matter what, you're having a horrible day, you start singing it, you're good to go. And Guile theme as well.
I don't understand why Guile's theme just works so well.
It goes with everything.
Because it's a song that says, we're gonna do it.
It's kind of like how the Fresh Prince theme almost goes with everything, too.
It's Will Smith's Will Smith Fresh Prince of Bel-Air goes with everything.
Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-dum.
I think my favorite version of that is the one that goes with the Mario 2 overworld theme.
Yeah.
I think my favorite one. Is there a Seinfeld one?
There's gotta be.
There's gotta be.
I'm
The
pretty sure
City,
there's.
the City Escape one is kind of weird, but it still works.
I'm pretty sure there's one for pretty much every song ever.
There's a Lavender Town one, which was really weird.
Yeah, that one's pretty weird.
All the Slam remixes.
Oh god, Slam and Jam time.
Come on and slam.
And welcome to the jam.
To the jam.
I think that goes to show how long it's been since I've actually streamed, because I think that was the time I actually streamed the Space Jam game.
Oh man.
There was a Space Jam game?
Yeah, for the PS1.
Oh, okay.
It's not very good.
PS1 Space Jam. That's lame. You gotta go with the Looney Tunes B-Ball for SNES.
That's pretty much what it played like.
Except it's not good, so that means Looney Tunes B-Ball was obviously better because that game is amazing.
True.
I really wanted to do a short film on my channel called Street Fighter: The Movie, the Game, the Movie, the Game, the Movie. Where it was about these kids who discovered Street Fighter: The Movie, the Game. and they were in a movie. Just a never-ending cycle of like, what's going on in this world?
Please make this.
That'd be
I
pretty
really
good,
want
dude.
to. I have.
You
I
can-
I have a copy of the game if you really want to play it. So.
Oh my god. I might have to commandeer that from you.
All
You
right.
know what you should do? You should make that video, and then make a video game adaptation of that video.
So it would be Street Fighter, the movie, the game, the movie, the game, the movie, the game.
Reloaded.
Director's cut.
Part 2.
Reloaded Director's Cut Part 2. Like the second part of the Director's
sequel.
Cut.
The sequel.
The sequel.
The prequel. The prequel to the sequel.
What were we talking about?
I don't even know.
Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
The
Street
movie,
Fighter, the movie, the game. The movie, the game. The movie, the game.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
The never-ending, the Mobius strip of Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
It was holding a turret. We're playing Halo 4, Josh and I, by the way.
Gerard's editing, and I'm playing Ninja Gaiden 1.
So,
No, I'm doing a second stab at Metroid Prime hard mode.
wow.
This boss. I gotta show footage, man. I gotta show people that I complete games. That's what,
Gerard, we all know you complete games. It's in your fucking name.
I know. No
I
one's
know.
like, oh my god, I didn't see enough hard mode footage. He didn't do it.
you'd be surprised.
Now my one YouTube comment is going to completely sway the masses.
You'd be surprised.
No. No. Actually, yes,
No.
I would be surprised because it wouldn't happen.
It has happened previously.
Okay. And what happened from it?
I got a lot of negative comments and I had to take the video down and redo it.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Well, how badly did you not complete it?
Oh no, I completed it, but I forgot one thing. And that one thing was I didn't save the damn alien in Super Metroid.
Oh, right!
Everyone had the kid. They were like,
See,
oh my
that's-
god, why haven't you?
That was
you
totally.
didn't save the aliens.
That was your
Okay.
Screw Attack video. I totally remember that.
Okay.
That's
that is-
that's why Screw Attack hates me. That's why I stopped posting videos there because the community was like, "Oh, you suck 'cause you didn't save the damn aliens." And I'm like, "They're not a part of the completion bonus. They're not a percentage. They're not a part of the canon. Just get out of my face."
Actually, they are part of the canon because they reappear in Super Metroid Fusion for the Game Boy.
Super Metroid Fusion.
Super Metroid Fusion.
Everyone
Oh,
knows,
that-
As
everyone
opposed to
knows,
the regular Metroid Fusion.
everyone knows that if
sequel.
you add Super
The
to the
game.
title, it automatically becomes better.
Oh, there was that, and there was also the Pokemon Snap video where Greg said nope to Pokemon.
Oh, God. I
just
remember
for the
that.
sake- It's just like, come on, guys. Can't you just enjoy video?
People, I thought at first you guys were legitimately going for the joke, like, no, that one doesn't show up, that one doesn't show up, and then everyone was like, no, what are they doing? What are they doing?
It was funny that Greg was saying nope. That's all it was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't know either. That's just. So yes, to avoid situations like that, I have to make sure that I have all my I's dotted and T's crossed.
What you should do is consult me and John, and possibly Josh, and some other people.
Anytime
say-
I have an issue.
Anytime you have like thoughts like, if I don't do this, will people be mad at me?
Oh fuck yeah.
And then we'll either say, yeah, you better do it, or we'll be, no, you're retarded. You don't have to do this. For instance, Metroid Prime Hard Mode. No one cares.
Keep in mind, for the most part, he attracts a different audience than we do.
Yeah, but I guess. But I don't.
Still.
My audience is eclectic. I get people of all sorts.
That's because you're eclectic.
Ooh.
How is that even a diss? That's not even remotely a
I
diss.
know.
It's not a.
Ending a diss just by saying ooh after it.
It's not a diss, but it digs deep, man. It digs deep.
There's a deeper meaning.
Like, I've been wanting to change my style, but I haven't been able to because I've not made anything in a long time.
Embrace your style.
When you started doing like all the other random videos while you were sick, like, did you ever get people like, why is he doing this instead of LPing?
No, because I've made so many videos about having mono that everyone knows by now. But
Yep. Just about mono.
because they know I'm sick, instead of those comments about why is he not doing LPs, I get comments about when is he going to be better, holy shit.
Which is the worst ones to get, really?
It doesn't matter, it's the same thing. It's just everyone notices one thing.
You get the same fuzzy feeling from them.
Yeah. It makes me feel good inside in a bad way.
Just like mono.
No.
No.
In a very, very different way. Oh my god, my left eyelid is twitching so badly right now. It is so upsetting.
John, are you scheduled to come down for E3 yet?
Yes, I have not put in my registration, but yeah, I'm going to E3 for sure.
Sweet.
Really?
When did
Who do I have to talk to?
No. I'm going through my I'm going through my podcast, so I'm going in for press.
Oh,
God damn.
wow, really?
Yeah.
Retro kill screen?
No, top 10 perspective.
Oh, okay.
Nathan got credentials last year to go as press, so I'm gonna apply because he's going through his other podcast. So.
Because top-down perspective isn't really that big, is it? I mean, it's not small, but it's not huge.
I think we get 500 listens a week at least. Like, I have not advertised I have not advertised Top 10 Perspective at all on the channel because I want it to grow on its own merits. I don't want it to be like, oh, this is something John does.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome though that you got credentials for it.
It might also be a case of like E3's been pretty lax on their press stuff lately, so.
They really have been. They were letting people in the door the day of, and all they had to show is like, yeah, I wrote an article on my blog, and they're like, okay, here you go. It's like, are you kidding me? It was a nightmare when I had to get in there because someone broke into my car and stole my bag. I lost my iPod, and my badge to E3, and they refused to reprint me a new badge. And I had job interviews over at GameSpy and IGN, ironically enough. And I missed both my interviews because I didn't have a badge. And then I was able to convince someone that I never got my badge in the mail, and they were nice enough to print it out. But everyone was basically telling me I was SOL.
You lie.
I think they actually say that right on the page too. Like, if you lose your pass, you're at SOL.
Yeah. But if you say, oh, I never got it, then they're like, oh, okay, well, here you go. Because they have no way of, as long as the badge wasn't scanned or checked in upon registration, then they have no way of notifying that it was actually, like, someone checked in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you just got really lucky that no one scanned it then.
I did. Well, I mean, because whoever was broken into my car wanted my bag, not my E3 badge. Like,
They probably sold it.
Yeah, that would probably go for a decent amount, I'd imagine.
Yeah, to get in flat out is like $1,000.
Oh,
And you still need press credentials to even do that. And we lost Josh.
Or did we?
Here. Skype decided to like die on me. It wasn't even my internet because I'm still playing Halo and the stream is still going. But Skype was just like, nope.
Talk about your hey lols.
Heyo.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
That was the...
Oh.
I'm good at the joke making.
That's
Make
how.
every-
I say things and people go ha ha. Josh, we lost.
Yeah, pretty bad. I played very terribly.
Yeah, I was not paying attention to the game.
Yeah, me neither.
I think I'm just gonna quit so that my internet isn't like.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is that how your internet normally sounds? Like it's trying to pass gas?
Consider not hosting this call.
Yeah, you are hosting this call. You are the hostess with the mostest.
OMG, I got 2,187 experience points towards Specialization Pioneer 8. Yay!
What?
He haloed good.
Oh, that makes more sense to my
Actually, John, if you played any Halo 4 online, you would understand that only getting 2,000 experience for one match is actually Haloing bad.
Yeah, no, I have not touched Halo 4 at all.
Because you're a noob.
No, it's because I need to finish Halo 3 still.
You really don't.
See,
Halo 3 blows.
Me and my friend were doing a run on Legendary, so I want to finish that up.
Halo 3 is a lot of fun, actually. I really enjoyed Halo 3.
Online is good, but I thought the campaign was poop.
I really enjoyed the campaign.
I still think that in terms of first-person shooters, Halo 2 has the best one-player story mode ever.
It's actually what I keep hearing.
Disagree, but alright.
Just because of the Arbiter.
That's the only reason.
Okay, well, the Arbiter's pre-boss.
No, not just because of the Arbiter, but it's just such a good story. Just randomly, like, this outcast, like, there's a faction within the group of aliens that you literally had to kill every single one of.
Spoilers!
Ah! Yes, because
Not
everyone's really worried about Halo 3 spoilers.
Actually, it's 2.
Going even farther back, even farther back.
Back to, like, 05, was it? Maybe 04.
I don't even know.
But yeah, I could go on for a while about why I thought it was the best, but the big reason was just it was well laid out.
What is your favorite first-person shooter?
Mine?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of toughy.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I just put you on the spot. This is great.
You did. I would have to go with GoldenEye.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now, were you
That's-
one of the ones that were you one of the few that actually bought the remake that they did on the 360 and the PS3 and Wii?
You know, I bought it. I bought it release date for the Wii, and I puked and cried.
Was it really
Yeah, it was-
that bad?
It was, well, considering I played N64 games so much, it was cool to see all of the levels be reimagined in a way to look literally exactly like the movie. Like the N64 game, it looks like the movie. You're like, oh yeah, this is where it was in the movie, cool. But like as far as that goes, it's just kind of like it's there. But the remake is like, holy shit, this is like where they shot the movie. Like it
They shot it in the game.
like they
It was just mocap.
No, seriously, they basically remade the sets, like the movie sets, almost perfectly in the game.
What about that James the 007 game where it was like a bunch of like a compilation of a bunch of different movies?
007
Legends? That one apparently sucked major ass. Like, I never heard a single good review for that game.
That's too bad because that's kind of a neat idea.
It is a good idea, but apparently, like, whoever they had voicing, I don't think it was Craig, it was someone, like, a sound-alike. Apparently he did, like, a shit job, and...
Oh yeah, that was the other thing about yeah, the remake of GoldenEye was bad. It was bad. The one good thing was that it looked exactly like the movie, but like they had some random guy be Trevelyan, just completely random. He doesn't even look like the actor. I don't know his name.
Sean Penn?
Yeah,
Or Sean Bean, Sean Bean, sorry.
Sean Bean.
Sean Penn's a completely different person.
Sean
I was about to say, I
that,
didn't know Sean Penn was in a 007 film.
but yeah, they really messed him up. Like he's completely different. He's some like early 20s bald guy.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yep.
But that's the first thing that rubs you the wrong way, and then the gameplay. Well, this is the Wii version, so obviously you have to play with like the point and shoot mechanics. So
No,
I'm
you
kinda
can use the
biased.
classic controller.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel good. Have you tried playing a first-person shooter with that controller?
Yeah, actually, I played that demo back at PAX.
I don't like it personally.
It took a while to get used to, I'll admit.
Yeah. Well, I guess for me, I played through the campaign with the Wiimote, and then when I wanted to play online against people, I tried using the classic, and I was like, this is weird, I'm done. But anyway, it's just not... The first game was so good that if you liked the first game at all, you would be disappointed with the remake, in my opinion.
Well, now, do you think that's an Activision issue or a Rare issue?
Well, how would it be a Rare issue?
Because Rare was the ones who developed it.
I guess, but I mean, like, Rare's also not the same company it used to be. You cannot... Rare would never be able to pull off another GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Right, well, I guess what I'm saying is, like, because Activision was the ones responsible for the... Like, if Rare was still the way they were, do you think that if they did it, it would have been any better?
If Rare was still the way they were like 10 years ago, yeah.
I'd feel like I'd rather, like, another good Perfect Dark instead of another GoldenEye.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the other thing, is that they completely changed the way the game is played because they went from GoldenEye, where you have a health bar and an armor bar, to Call of Duty.
Oh, right.
Where your screen fades red and then you slowly regain health.
That's kind of weird.
But you can put it on classic mode, where you have health and body armor and stuff like that, but
Well, that's good.
but it's the same thing as COD mode, which means you get shot a lot. Because, I mean, you get shot a lot, and then you hide, and you get your health back, and you're fine. But on classic mode, it's basically the same thing, but you have a set amount of health. So it's not good. It's like super intense difficulty if you're crazy and want to complete the game.
Gerard.
Don't no. That is not my name right now. I'm just the Arab YouTuber. How about that? That works.
Dude, you should make
Yeah,
a
the
channel.
Arab YouTuber goes over real well on an American site like YouTube.
The Arab gamer, Jihad Gaming. There we go. That's the one.
Jihad.
Jihad Gaming.
Holy war game.
And that's how Gerard got arrested.
Oh
And
my goodness.
that's how I got stopped by the TSA for the millionth time.
Yay. Arab beard people.
Do you actually have to put up with that?
Oh, all the time.
Dude, he's Arab and he has a beard.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
okay,
I
keep in
always
mind I'm
shave when
Canadian here, so I don't see that stuff all the time.
Whenever I travel, I always shave.
There are very
I
many
always
Arabs.
shave. When you guys see me at PAX East, I will be shaved because if I don't, I will literally be stopped.
Dude, you should wear a turban.
Wear a turban?
Yeah, dude.
No, because then if I run into someone who's like actually like who speaks Arabic and like has a turban on, they'll be like, "Oh, you know, Arabic," and I'm like, "No, I don't speak Arabic. I don't know anything.
Dude, I'm just doing bits.
I don't know anything.
I'm not. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to get your hopes up."
I'm sorry to get your hopes up.
That guy just wanted a friend. He just couldn't speak English.
You
It's like, oh my gosh, you too. No, no.
like that. They're like, "Oh, you speak Arabic? Yeah, where are you from? How's the family?" And it's like, whoa. Like, I don't know you that well, but now I do because we speak the same language.
You just scream, terrorist, terrorist.
Oh, God.
And that's how you know Gerard's whitewash.
Yep.
Oh man, that's funny. It's terrible, but it's funny.
That's terrible.
It's terrible funny.
Terribly funny.
Or is it terribly funny?
Oh, I get it. Terribly funny.
Ah.
Ooh.
Because people kill other people.
That's exactly what it was.
I get it now.
You know?
Dun, 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 dun.
It all makes sense.
I just did the sweeping motion of my hand, like the more you know, but no one can see it.
I was wondering what that knocking noise was.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh.
Oh, that might have been.
Someone said I should just tell them I'm YouTube famous. That won't give me any credit anyway.
That never gets
I'm
people
not a
cred,
terrorist,
period.
I'm YouTube famous.
So, funny story. I met Russell Brand a few months ago at his show Brand X. He was filming the pilot episode for it, and I got to be like the first one on his show. And while
Isn't Russell Brand that like English dude?
yeah,
Interesting.
that English dude.
English dude, yeah. So I got on the show, and the first thing he says to me is, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "My name's Gerard." And he goes, "Oh, Gerard." He's like, "You have a nice beard. Is that like your most prominent thing you have going for you?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's." He's like, "What do you do for a living, Gerard?" And I kind of sat there and took a deep breath, and I was like, "I make YouTube videos for a living." And then everyone in the room was like, "Oh, that's cool." Like, yeah. And it was like, "That's great. What are your videos on?" I sat there and I looked at the room and I just went, video games.
He's
the
not one of us.
The entire room just erupts with laughter, and then Russell's like, I like you. We're keeping you on for the whole damn show." And the rest of the night kept coming back to me and was like, "So Gerard, in your video game expertise, what do you know about marijuana?" And I'm like, kept coming back to that, and then he was like, "Gerard, I love you. You remind me of a fat Gerard Butler mixed with Zach Galifianakis." And I'm like, "That's exactly how people describe me." And he goes, "I love that. I love that." And he gave me a big fat kiss Like, I can be one of the few to say that I made out with Russell Brand. It was very weird but hilarious.
And then you woke up.
No, I did not wake up. It was an actual thing.
From a nightmare.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The part about being on a show, not about making out with them, that's kind of weird.
What, you don't want to make out with Russell Brand?
Maybe a little, but I mean, not on national television.
It just sounds like every interaction with anybody that asks us what we do for a living,
It really is.
but in
Yeah.
public.
No,
on
yeah, no.
TV.
Oh, that'd be so bad. I don't know how you did it, dude.
You have to, when you're in public like that and you're not around people you know to be nerdy and like the same content you do, when you have to answer that question publicly, when you don't know the person is into video games, you always answer it with like a kind of like a ashamed sigh. Like there's no way to not do it that way.
There isn't, unfortunately. Especially now that I'm like single again, it's like the last thing a woman wants to hear is, "Oh, you
God,
do,
dude.
you live with your parents and you play video games for a living?" It's like it's exactly yes. And I have a beard, yes. And I'm about 30 pounds overweight, working on it, yes. And I have no money in my bank account because I do YouTube. Okay, yeah, What's that? Oh, you'll call me back. Okay, yeah. No, see you never again. Thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah,
It's literally.
Way to
I've
make
had
yourself
the-
sound like the biggest catch in the world, Gerard.
Oh, I know, right?
Want a hug?
Yeah, I feel like you need some moral support now, yeah.
No, I'm good.
I'm right there
excellent.
with you. I'm right there with you. I've been to college parties, and I'm in a fraternity, so all my fraternity brothers are there, and they know I make the videos, and the numbers are bigger than they would think, so they're all excited, and I'm this huge YouTube star for having a couple thousand subscribers and views and everything like that. So go to a college party, and I'm just sitting there having a good time, and then all of a sudden, like, one of them walks up with this girl, and he's like, "Patrick makes YouTube videos. He's YouTube famous." And they're like, "Oh, what do you do?"
That's always the term they use too, is YouTube famous.
Yeah,
YouTube
he's
famous.
YouTube famous, and like whenever someone hears that, they immediately think like a couple 100,000 subscribers at least, millions of views, fans clamoring over that, and I'm like, I talk at video games.
Okay, my favorite moment of that was the first time we went to MagFest. It was me and Emil, and we were waiting in line, and there's this guy walking around with this sign, just like, it said like his username on YouTube. You're like, "Oh wait, do you do videos?" Like, "Yeah, no, I'm pretty popular." Oh, cool. How many subs do you have? 1,200. And Emil and I just both did a double take to each other, like, "Yeah, that's a lot." And we just,
Good job, man.
yeah, you keep up, keep the good work.
Yeah, like, man.
There's almost like a certain conduct you have to have in terms of your popularity until you reach like the point where you're like, "Holy shit, I'm well known."
I have 500,000 subscribers.
Yeah, like there's a certain like conduct of humility you have to kind of maintain, where you don't say, "Oh my god, yeah, I'm kind of big on YouTube," you know?
Well, I don't.
just say the YouTube thing. I just did the YouTube thing. That's all. I ignore numbers and
Yeah,
yeah, I do YouTube. That's it.
That's
Okay,
the-
cool.
I came up with this way trying to explain to my parents, like, I do video production.
Yeah, I always try to play it up whenever trying to talk to somebody about it that doesn't like fully understand how you make a living off of YouTube. I was trying to play it up and make it seem like it's grander than it is, but it's like, no, I just talk video games.
I always, when people ask me, I don't make that much money, obviously. I'm not nearly big enough to make that much money, but I do make a little bit of money off of advertisements. So when people ask me, like, "Oh, dude, I heard you make money on YouTube. How much do you make?" I'm like, you know,
Just start bringing out the algorithm. Okay, so views times.
just make a bullshit formula, and you're like, couple K a week.
Jeez.
Like 7 or 8K a week. No big deal. Just give them some bullshit number that's completely outrageous.
Do you want to ride on my yacht later? Or?
Pull a Chris Tucker.
Oh God, never pull a Chris Tucker. Except to me, Chris Tucker is just like talking like he does in Rush Hour.
That's what I was talking about.
Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth?
In Rush Hour 2, he's like,
Hot
"You
your
enjoy
bullet.
time on my yacht?" "Oh,
Hot
it's
your
your
bullet.
yacht." "Yeah, it's my yacht." "What's the name of it?" "What's the name?" God, the movie's so good. I don't know if I like the second one better than the first one. I think I might.
I haven't seen it in so long.
I bought the combo pack at Walmart for $5 not too long.
Whoa.
Worth it.
High roller. I also bought the Shanghai Nights
God.
combo pack.
How was Shanghai Nights? I never saw it.
Were you just on like a Jackie Chan kind of night? Is
You
that
know,
what
I
you
didn't think anything of it until like it was actually just a couple nights ago. They're all four of them are in the same like page of my DVD holder thing.
Yeah.
Like I was turning through because my internet went out and I wanted to watch something, so I was looking for movies to watch, and then I noticed like Jackie Chan staring up at me from 4 different discs, just looking at me with like that crazy kung fu face, and I was like, "What is my problem?" And then I watched a Jackie Chan movie. So
My life.
yeah, I was on a subliminal Jackie Chan stint. It treated me well.
I love that word,
Subliminal Jackie Chan.
So you're just like in
That's-
your mind, you're
that's
like,
the
I
thing.
can do
That's-
kung fu.
Dude, that's the thing. That's what I do. That's one of the tropes of the first season of The Completionist. I had Jackie Chan references everywhere. Even if it wasn't a Jackie Chan reference, Jackie Chan was there.
All
It
right.
sounds like a way over the top fighting move, like fighting game move.
A subliminal Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
It sounds like something like you need to jump off a building doing it. That's what it sounds like.
it's like in the air quarter circle forward kick plus punch.
Man, today I just felt like jumping off a building. It was really weird. I must have been pulling a subliminal Jackie Chan.
Yeah, something like that.
Sounds like to me something Jim Ross would say when like someone's doing their finisher.
By God!
The subliminal Jackie Chan!
By God!
Subliminal Jackie Chan! He killed him!
By God, King, did you see that? Oh God, Gerard, did you see that video game championship wrestling today? That was amazing.
I did. I did only because you were live tweeting about it, and your live tweets were hilarious.
Why the hell did you live tweet about that?
Because it was so funny.
so weird. It's been around for like a year at least.
This is the
hasn't it?
first time I'd ever heard about it, or at least remember
John,
hearing about
John
it.
and I were talking about how we wanted to do that a long time ago. We
Yeah.
wanted to do something like with other YouTubers, but
Yeah,
that
it's
was
been,
hysterical.
that's been around for a while.
Yeah,
Like,
it said
around
season
a
3,
year.
so I guess at least 2 years.
Oh wow, longer than I thought. But yeah, it's been around a while. So when you started randomly live tweeting it, I was like, okay, this is informative.
No, I had no idea. I was just like, holy shit, this is amazing.
But I guarantee you, a ton of your followers like clicked on the link and were like, "What? What is this sorcery?"
Well, I mean, like, at first I saw someone on my Twitter list going like, yeah, Ezio and Dante are fighting. I'm like, wait, what? What is this? And then I went on my Facebook, and someone on my Facebook was linked it. I was like, okay, I gotta watch this. And then I just started going nuts for it.
My favorite is that Gabe Newell,
Oh God, Gabe Newell kicked so much ass that match.
and then at the very end they like flashed a picture of Gabe Newell.
Yeah, well, no, they did that for his intro too. When he would walk in, he was just flashing just Gabe's face. They did the same thing for Hercule.
Can you really do that with the WWE game?
No,
Yeah,
wait,
it's that customizable.
is it? I thought that was actually just them doing it in the live stream.
No, it's like that game has so much customization in it that you can create like pretty much whoever you want. At least that's what I've been led to believe.
Well,
Well,
I know
like-
that much, but usually like they limit in terms of like your like come out music and like your images. I didn't think you could upload that stuff to
If you have a CD, I think you can actually load the custom soundtrack. So you can actually load like actual characters' music.
That and
That's pretty awesome.
they might, because they have the editing of Gabe Newell's face showing up like that, I have a feeling that they might record it all beforehand and edit it and then play it and live stream it.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm not sure about because he took some pauses in the middle of it that didn't sync up with WWE 13. Like
Yeah.
a while ago, I sent Gerard a clip where I was playing around with the story mode. It was like Batman and Superman having a fight
my-
and trying to.
Dude, that was so. And I'm a
Oh,
ghost.
I've seen that.
Wait, did I send that to you, Josh?
You showed it to me at MagFest.
Oh right, yeah.
That was one of the funniest things ever. I'm a
Okay.
ghost.
Tell me of this. I do not know.
Okay, so I made what Josh or what Gerard's talking about is Ghost Problems and Ghost Problems More, which wasn't me. That was another LPer called Dishman. But I made a storyline where like Batman found a briefcase full of money, and it ended up being Superman's money. So Superman was talking to Jill Valentine and was just like, "Oh shit, I gotta go beat the shit out of like Batman." So Batman's like walking along, going to the Batmobile, and then Superman drives in on a monster truck and crushes the Batmobile. So then Batman sneaks up on Superman, scares him, and then tries to run him over with a car. And that's as far as I got in the story. That was at like an hour's worth of just messing around with it, trying to figure out how to use it.
You did this with WWE 13.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So,
I wonder if I have the setup that I can actually stream that. I wonder.
I'm going to go ahead and mute my microphone and watch this Ghost Problems thing.
Oh yeah, no, you need to watch Ghost Problems and Ghost Problems More. That is the funniest thing I have seen in a long time.
Hilarious.
All right, I'm gonna watch the first one, and then I'll watch the second one later.
I think Ghost Problems More is better, but
that's 4 minutes long, man.
Oh, but it's 4 minutes of gold, dude.
yeah.
I'm gonna save it for when I'm depressed after this stream.
When you bust out the Jack Daniels.
Oh god, you know what's the worst part about this? The sickness is that I can't have alcohol.
Right, because that would kill your immune system.
Yes, it actually would kill me because my spleen and my liver are affected by mono. So pumping alcohol into them would not go well. Yay!
Woo, dying.
But
it just got really dark all of a sudden.
Sorry, I'm
Crawling in my skin.
you racist.
They will not heal.
Here is how far.
Feeling like real.
What have we started?
And the chat sang in unison. Is Josh still here?
Hi.
Josh, what is this whole thing about you being drunk and everyone telling you to go home?
Did that start again?
Really, I have no idea. Is that happening again, or
No,
is it gonna happen?
Because
Well, now it's gonna happen again.
Everyone was. Oh, I apologize. I just wanted to know because it was a bit that everyone was doing, and I was like, I don't understand.
I don't understand.
No, it is not super swollen still.
I don't understand. Like, I don't know where that came from. I don't know. I was drunk on a stream with John one time.
Oh
Yeah, and I deleted that stream, so.
Yeah, so like.
And now he's gonna have to delete this one. God damn it.
That doesn't. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
On his own, he's a big boy. You don't give no shit.
Well, he's old enough to drink in Canada, anyways.
But like, I don't know. I don't know why that happened all of a sudden. It's not like I get drunk often.
It was just. Did we catch you just on like a bad night? I don't even remember.
I don't even remember. I remember less than you do.
It's not like I don't get drunk that often. It's not like I get drunk that often, sure. Okay. Move on.
What are you saying, Patrick?
I was just repeating you.
Okay, clearly.
Dun dun dun. Alright, does anyone know how you use XSplit to show a video? That's one thing I've never tried.
So you open up a scene, and then you download said video to your computer.
Yep.
And then you maximize the...
Add media file, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, you could just use Connect, and then it does it for you.
Just wave your arms around a bit.
Rumor has it, it's better with Connect.
If you do it with Connect, you connect like you're using the Force, and XSplit will be like, I recognize your Jedi powers, and I submit to your will.
This is gonna be really loud, I think. I don't know. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, God.
Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn.
I'm an ass man.
I'm gonna assume it's working. I'm seeing some comments in the chat that it's working. So
Isn't capital punishment what they call? Or no, rehabilitation is what it was in Idiocracy. Was it rehabilitation? Has anyone seen that movie?
Did you make those Batman outfits?
No, I wish. I wish. If I knew how to do that, I would make so many more characters. Like, all the ones in that video game Wrestling League, oh, they're just so well done.
Ugh, fuck, dude.
No thanks.
Sorry, Metroid Prime's freaking me out right now.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Oh my!
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Now it's time to play the game.
Oh, no, Superman. Are there actual voice levels that I'm talking over? I can't hear them.
No.
You stole your money.
The only bad thing is the loading times. Like, this was just a proof of concept I sent to Gerard, because, like, I'm bored. Here, look at this.
It was great.
This is some Sonic 06-ish right here. Alfred, warm up some chicken.
Oh my god! Batman!
Hey, Batman, what's you there for?
Batman just called Superman an ass. Totally canon.
Yep, I'd believe it.
I'd believe it too.
I believe in anything. Full circle.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. And then I ran over his car.
You should have seen his face.
I can't right now. Point. Ah, now the point makes sense.
Fuck you, boy.
Hey man, it's not cool.
Just back down, man.
John, this is the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, pretty much. No,
Like,
you.
I don't even know if it's funny.
That's the beauty of it.
It's ridiculous enough to the point where like I want it to be funny, but I'm not sure if it is. So I'm kind
What a
of
vile and vicious
that's how I
assault.
was when you first showed it to me, I'm like,
So yeah,
Changed his Twitter name?
Yeah, he
Or-
changed it to just the Batman so that people could like retweet it on public accounts and not get in trouble with like work and stuff.
So yeah, I want to do an entire series of just stupid shit like that. It was just going to be like a dumb league where I'd help, like, people would decide who won a match and where it would go and like what matchups would happen, and it would all be just stupid cutscenes like that.
Just make a ton of cutscenes like that and do a choose your own ending video.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't end up doing it because I didn't get too much into WWE 13, and then I found out. Yeah, I know. And then I found out about the video game wrestling league, so I'm like, no, this guy does it a lot better. So
Yeah, it kind of squelched your dreams.
oh, whatever. I don't care. If that guy gets successful off it, then more power to him because he obviously knows what he's doing.
Like Baja 87-2 or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
He's one of those internet people that puts numbers at the end of his username. So annoying.
His actual like YouTube username doesn't have it though.
Oh, well, shit.
good job, Patrick.
I tried. It failed.
44444.
Dude, out of all people, Emil's the one that keeps fucking it up.
I know. I don't understand how he keeps doing that.
But we don't really talk that much at all. Like, the only time I ever talk to him is when he asks if I'm going to a convention to see if I want to be in the tournament. I, like, never say a word to him otherwise.
That's how Emil usually is. Like, he will talk to you only if he needs to talk to you.
And he doesn't follow me on Twitter.
What a douche. God.
Jeez.
Just I don't really talk to him. No.
No, we were calling Emil a douche.
Yeah,
God, what a douche. You're such a douche, Patrick.
no, I'm not. Well, I am, but not in this context.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know. It's just kind of funny when, like, I see, like, every once in a while I see a YouTube comment that, like, don't worry, it's just Pico, he's friends with Emil. I'm like, oh. Okay.
Well, it's like when you went through all, like, my Wacky World videos and commented, people were like, who the fuck is this guy? I still get email comments about that to this day. Like, who the fuck's this Pico?
I get them too, because they're replies to my comments, and it's amazing. That's some of my proudest work on YouTube. Honestly, like, out of everything I've put on YouTube, that string of comments has to be, like, when I look at them, I'm like, oh, yes.
That's if you had one thing to leave the world with your YouTube videos or your status on YouTube, it'd be those comments.
You should see them if you watch the videos, because you're watching John's videos. You tweeted, right?
Yeah.
It's the Wacky World series, Mario's Wacky World, and I'm pretty sure that some of them are top comments.
Probably still, yeah.
And all I do is basically comment, like, basically those terrible comments you get where they clearly didn't watch the video and they don't understand that the video is like 2 years old. And like, even though it's 2 years ago, they like basically what I did is I did all caps, like really bad spelling, like I don't even want to describe it. You have to watch the video and look at the comments. I'm not gonna try and replicate it.
No.
They're just so magical that I couldn't do them justice by talking about them.
Oh god, a couple people actually want me to still keep doing the wrestling video stuff by the looks of it.
Uh-oh.
Maybe if I get inspired, maybe I'll come up with something like... At the time I did that video, the game was new, so there were no good CAWs online, so maybe now.
I can't believe 2K Sports is going to be doing the next one.
Well, it's still Yuke's making them, though, so they're still going to play the exact same. Which, I'm not sure if I want that. I was kind of hoping for them to change it up a bit.
Adma, go to John's channel and look up just the Mario Wacky World. It's one of the playlists. I don't feel like linking that shit, bro. And hello, by the way. I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, I must have been here the whole time, actually.
Was he here when we were talking about him?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Who was here?
Who are we talking about?
Atma.
Adma.
Oh, he was here? He's here now?
Yeah.
Dude, he lurks in the shadows.
Oh, there he is. I
Ah,
see
the
him.
shadows! In the darkness!
What do you guys want to like mod him or something, or do I have to do that?
You have to do it.
Okay.
God, you really do not stream that much.
Why don't you? When I do stream, it's usually not on Twitch. It's usually on YouTube.
John.
I can ban him. I can time him out. I can unvoice him.
Well,
I
you
do
can
a
ban
lot
him
of
too
things
if you
to
want. We can be total dicks.
I can do. I can do an awful lot of things to Atma.
What does unvoicing do? I've never understood that.
I think
Probably
that
they-
just makes it so they can't talk.
But they can still... But can't you just watch the video... Oh. When you get banned, are you not allowed to watch the stream?
Yeah, I
When you
believe so.
get timed out or banned, you get kicked off of the stream completely.
No, timeout isn't getting kicked off. Timeout is you just can't chat for 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for
There's
some reason I thought they got
still
kicked out.
watch. It's just kind of like, shut up, I'll give you another chance later.
Right. So if you get banned, you get kicked off of the stream.
I don't know. I've never been banned, so I don't know how...
Shall I ban you?
I can't. I'm a moderator. Haha.
He
I
thought
don't know,
he thought this through.
I I don't know. I'm pretty powerful.
But yeah, as if...
I lift. Come on.
I don't know, man. I lift, bro.
I don't know.
I got powers.
I'm pretty awesome.
I've got pokey powers.
I want to be
Sounds so-
the very best.
It sounds dirty, I know.
Pokey powers?
Yo, girl, you want to see my pokey powers? Oh.
Yeah. Check out my master balls.
You want to see my pokey power?
Ugh.
Yeah.
I gain extra pokey power from my love child.
Oh, God.
It's probably a good thing I wasn't holding a governmental office when they discovered this scandal.
I wish I was better at this goddamn game. I was rocking.
Maybe you should have named yourself something else.
Yeah, I should have.
The plays a game for a little bitist.
Played most of the gamist.
To be fair, if I didn't call myself a completionist, no one watched my videos.
You know, you're very self-defeating.
It's true.
No one would watch me if I didn't do this.
If I wasn't perfect, no one would care.
Well,
Aw.
On the plus side, that means you're perfect, Gerard. So there you go.
Right with Gerard.
It's funny. You laugh hysterically.
That's actually sad.
Aw.
It's funny because it's true. When you started saying that, I kind of wanted Green Day just to come up. I hope, like something unpredictable, like just playing in the background.
Time of your life just starts going.
Yeah.
That's right.
I hope you had a
Time of your life.
Just do it Bob Dylan style. It's something unpredictable.
In the end, is right.
I hope you had the time of your life. Na na na. Maybe that's what that song lyric was from. It sounds like a Bob Dylan song.
Which
I
one?
believe in everything. Oh, I think I'm trying to... That's what it is. It's the fake Bob Dylan cover of Friday by Rebecca Black that I'm thinking of.
A fake cover of Friday?
It's not really Bob Dylan, but it
Oh.
sounds exact. Here, I'll play it. It's so good. Oh my
Now I
god.
want Bob Dylan to have done that though.
Everybody looking forward to the weekend. And partying, yeah. Here you go.
Seven a.m. waking up in the morning. Gotta be fresh.
Gotta be fresh.
Gotta have my bowl. Gotta have cereal. Seeing everything. Time is going. Ticking on and on. Everybody's rushing. Gotta get down to the bus stop. Gotta catch my bus. I see my friend. Kicking in the front seat.
Oh no.
This is so amazing.
Gotta make up my mind.
Which seat do I take?
It's Friday. Friday.
What's hilarious is that it still sounds like an original song.
Exactly. It's amazing.
On Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, yeah. Partying, yeah. Fun.
This is beautiful, dude. This is absolutely beautiful.
This is insane.
I'm gonna pause it real quick. That what I was thinking of, I believe in everything, is at the beginning. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah, I heard
I was
that.
thinking of. I can't believe I thought of it. Okay, anyway, go.
7:45, driving on the highway. Cruising so fast, I want time to fly. Fun, think about fun. You know what it is. I got this. Got this. My friend. By my right. Hey, I got this. Now you know it. Kicking in the front seat.
This is beautiful, dude.
Sitting in the
Where did you
back.
find this? Who linked this to you?
Up my mind.
My friend showed it to me like I don't know 2 years ago now.
It's Friday.
Jesus, is the Friday thing that old?
It's pretty old, dude.
I didn't think it was 2 years old.
Dude, the Harlem Shake's the new thing now, man.
No, isn't it? It's something. It's like jugs or
Friday
whatever it is.
definitely-
The fuck is that thing where like people walk into like supermarkets and drop gallons of milk?
What? That's a thing?
Yeah, that's apparently a new thing.
Do that?
They make it seem like they're tripping or something like that.
This prank channel started it, and I guess have you seen more than one video of it?
Yeah, no, like my local radio station of all places was talking about it.
Huh. Yeah, I've seen the one video that like I guess it's a craze now if you say so, but I saw the first video. I thought it was hilarious, but
Oh, it just seems like a weird thing to become a craze, like going in and wasting food.
So was the Harlem Shake, and that thing blew up.
it's funny initially, but if you really think about it, they like literally spill 2 gallons of milk in the middle of like a supermarket, and someone has to clean it.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, someone has to clean that up.
And because they fall and act like they're hurt, the way supermarkets work is employees have to like document that and fill out reports on it when people get injured.
Oh my god.
So like it's like a huge deal when someone falls and gets hurt in a supermarket, and like the video is them like going into like probably 20 different supermarkets and throwing gallons of milk everywhere. But
Can they get like
Well, I mean, if
for that or something?
if they figure out that like it's just done for a stunt, yeah.
if they're there still and they figure out it's a stunt, I mean they're long gone. It's all taken care of. And it's on YouTube now. It's not like they're gonna like knock on their door and be like, "Hey, saw your video. It's not cool, bro."
Because that's what the police do. Knock on your door and say, no, don't do that anymore.
It's not cool, bro.
It's not cool. Stop that.
So yeah, that's like the new viral prank video, and I guess people are starting to copy it.
So is 2013 just the year of stupid pranks or something, or what is going on now?
You know,
I
people
guess.
were so set on the world ending that now their minds just snapped.
I would believe that. I would actually believe that.
Yeah,
All-
I can get behind that too.
All of the smart people got raptured.
Yeah, I bet you can get behind that. You can get behind it.
Whoa.
Heyo, watch out.
IQs are dropping.
It's the next generation of children
Are adults?
are adults. What?
The next generation of children are adults.
Philosophy.
What
That was
I'm
deep.
trying to say is,
I just want to go ahead and point out that you just climbed up the water of a waterfall. You didn't even climb up like a cliff. You just like put your hands on the water and climb.
Secret ninja training, dude. That's what happens.
Now I will teach you how to climb water.
It's all that Bruce Willis training, man.
Oh, totally.
Yippee-ki-yay, ninja guy.
which Ninja Gaiden is this?
This is Ninja Gaiden 2. I already beat the first one during the live stream, so.
This actually looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun if you know where everything is. If you don't,
I'm just having fun watching it, and like shit's flying everywhere. I'm like, ooh, pretty.
if you don't know where the enemies are, and you're not skilled at the game to begin with, it's hell in a handbasket.
Oh, I'm not skilled at any game.
Exactly, you would not do well.
Oh, thanks.
I say that because I don't do well, and I'm better at video games than you.
Pat's modest, don't you know?
Modest
Says-
Pico.
I mean, you're right, but
Exactly. Why would I be modest if I'm right? I don't.
But-
Like I would be more modest if I wasn't so awesome, you know?
Wow.
Now Josh and I were talking
that was
about that earlier.
That was a joke I made earlier.
Okay.
Josh is the one that said that in jest, and I repeated it because now it's funny because it's an inside joke, which is now an inside joke with all 133 of you. Congratulations.
Welcome to our insides.
They're warm
Ugh.
and welcoming.
Tiny bit creepy.
John is a salmon ninja.
You fiend.
Attempt number 7.
Attempt number 7 of what?
Fighting Metroid Prime on hard mode.
Oh.
What is
Good,
you're fighting
yes.
Metroid Prime?
You could just.
Yeah, I played the end of the game already. I'm at Metroid Prime.
Oh shit. Okay. I thought you were like I thought you just kind of like slurred your speech unintentionally, and you're like, "I'm fighting Metroid Prime, playing."
I beat Metroid Prime on regular mode 100% Monday evening, and now I'm doing it again on I did it on hard mode, and now here I am comporting it.
You must use a guide.
Metroid is the prime number.
Visible
I like
3.
I like to think that's why they stopped at Metroid Prime 3, because they're like, shit, we can't make Metroid Prime 4. That doesn't make sense.
It's not a prime.
Metroid has 7 letters in it. Josh, you're right. Yay.
Yay!
You win
I win the internet.
a computer virus.
Oh.
You're the millionth customer.
You want a free iPad?
You're the millionth person to notice that Metroid is a prime number. It is.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
I have to say, Gerard, that Photoshop I did for you today might be, for some reason, I'm just so proud of it. And I've done a lot of Photoshop work, but it just turned out
great.
it turned out so well.
Yeah.
And I really hope it's on the video for longer than like half a second, like most.
Oh no, it'll be there. It's the center of a bit. I got Greg singing or doing like a mini commercial for it. It's like.
Oh god, a Mexican hat dance?
I'm gonna put it.
Days on tequila.
I'm gonna put it on Imgur, so everyone can see what we're talking about.
Can I just say, Gerard, your and Greg's sense of humor really worry me sometimes.
Oh, we know. We know. There's gonna be a lot of Optimus Prime in this next episode.
Yes.
Optimus is also a prime number.
Put the tequila in my chest.
Oh god. That whole stream was so hilarious.
Oh man, I wish I could have joined. I so wish I could have joined.
I know, you would have won up to everyone. Except, I don't know, Greg was going pretty good with the push it in my chest.
Greg's better at Optimus Prime than I am. Mine's good. It's not bad, but Greg's is. He's got the right tone. I don't
They
know
all spark. I don't know how he does it.
Why can I not? There we go. Make sure this is the right link.
Dude, that Pee Wee Herman laugh though was OP.
I haven't used it in a while. Like, the only time it ever comes up is when someone mentions that stream.
It was too good.
It's like, there's no legitimate reason for me to ever use that laugh in public, so...
You say that now.
That link the link I put in the chat is the image I made for Gerard.
Shit.
What? What did you say?
I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a freak.
He's drunk.
That's good. That's cool.
Fazon.
That's really, really cool.
Okay, so my computer froze. I gotta restart, so
Oh no.
be back in a sec.
Okay.
Alright.
I have a solid state drive, so I'll be back real quick.
Okay.
Just felt like rubbing that in, guys. Don't worry.
I have a computer. I know you guys don't. So.
It's not what I. It's not what I meant.
I know.
Welcome to
Shit.
our. Bye.
You're not allowed to finish jokes, Pat. That's it.
Well, my brain stopped, so I'm kind of glad he left.
Welcome to.
I had nothing. I was going nowhere fast, and he left. I didn't have to go anywhere.
Show.
Welcome to our happy fun time. My name's Bartholomew. Or I think it was today's video when we did the sleepy time friends, right?
Yep.
God, that was so funny. I forgot about that.
Oh, there was so many funny bits in all those videos. I love it.
What did you do?
I'm excited to see what the reaction is going to be to the final videos, because
I don't remember what was said, but I know that it was exciting and or funny enough to get Emil literally jumping around the room in silence.
Jumping. Oh right, yes, you're totally right.
Yeah, that was.
He does that all the time, though, doesn't he?
He doesn't. He hasn't when I was in the room.
He's got his moments. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So whatever happened, I'm not going to spoil anything, but whatever was happening while I was in the room had Emil all jumped up and giddy. So, kind of looking forward to see that. Okay, what is she doing?
Oh, right. Oh, you tune into that one point, don't you?
Oh,
You turn into the blowjob cutscene, don't you?
yeah.
What just happened here?
She got stabbed in the stomach, but the cutscene makes it look like she's about to give Ryu a blowjob.
And then the creepy demon's like, ha 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 ha. You're totally
See, if you don't know she got stabbed in the stomach,
Yeah, we weren't paying attention, and then I ran to look at the cutscene, and it was like, oh, Ryu, slowly going down.
that's terrible.
And then it showed this creepy demon face. Ha 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 ha. Okay. This is the weirdest porno I've ever seen. Crazy Japanese anime porno.
So, just a normal porno.
Yeah, pretty much. Not enough rape and not enough tentacles.
Oh. Oh.
What is it with Japan people and rape?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Oh, that was one of those comments where it just slipped out of my fingers.
Just
when
dropped
you know-
all over the floor. Everyone's screaming like, "What the
That
fuck?"
was-
No, like
that was
you,
just like,
when you're-
everybody
when-
stops.
when you're holding a helium balloon and like you're kind of just juggling it around a little bit, and then it kind of slips out of your fingers, and you try and grab for it, but you just can't grasp it. That was that question.
It was more like you're handling a balloon and it pops and everybody in the room stops and stares at you.
But what is this? The Mega Man X bullshit? Jump on the hands and hit him with rolling shield. What's up with this, man?
Ah, shit, I'm out of magic. I gotta do this normally. I hate this boss fight.
You've got no magic in you.
I suck at this boss fight for some reason. I don't know why.
Gee, John, your life is so hard.
Hey, John, bro.
To John, bro.
Reminds me a bit of Ganon from... Oh, I suppose the bats. Maybe a little bit. Not enough spin.
Not enough spin?
Big enough?
Wait, what?
The
Patrick, are you?
Ganon fight from Link to the Past?
Well, no.
That's what Liam 6 said.
I don't know about that. Maybe.
When Ganon conjures the demon fire bats and they spin around him and then they fly away, that's kind of what it looks like.
Oh, okay. Now I get you. Okay, that makes more sense.
If I think it kind of looks like A Link to the Past, you could probably believe it. That game is my lifeblood.
Literally.
It's the only reason you're still alive.
It's the only reason I'm on the internet as much as I am.
Otherwise, the mana would have killed you a long time ago if it weren't for Link to the Past.
Link saved me. Again, another one of those helium balloons. Goddamn.
So much
wow, them's fighting words. Actually, thousands of people probably agree with you.
Did you see how upset people got about Game Grumps' Naughty Bear video?
You know, it frustrated me a lot.
What did they do?
They played a game and got stuck on the first room because they couldn't figure out what to do because they didn't read anything.
That was the frustrating part. They get stuck on stuff all the time, and that's fine. But when they get stuck on stuff where the game literally throws it in their face, like, "Hey, you need to do this," and then they skip it, and they're like, "This game sucks."
That's
No, you suck.
yeah.
But I find most of their material to be highly entertaining, but at times it's frustrating when they judge a game based on their ineptitude.
I'm surprised at some of Ego Raptor's opinions, to be honest.
Yeah, he's weird. He's like an unintentional hipster.
Yeah.
He's like, this game is one of the best games of the year, and I hate it. This random Japanese hotel building game, this is like one of my favorite games ever.
Okay,
Who's this?
one piece. Oh, we're talking about Ego and John. Sorry, Gerard.
Oh, no worries.
But like we're talking about how Ego Raptor or Aaron, I guess you know him. His opinion on games is really weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And scene.
But I could, if I wanted to, I really don't, because I just don't, but if I wanted to, I could easily make a mock episode of Game Grumps.
No, don't, because that's what we're doing for the April Fool's episode of Beer Brothers.
Okay.
Oh my god, are you
We're-
really?
We're doing, well, we're not doing just Game Grumps. We're doing Two Best Friends Let's Play and other stuff. But for Game Grumps, we're gonna literally memorize an entire transcript of an episode and just act it out like verbatim. And then we're gonna do something for like Two Best Friends Let's Play and other stuff. Just because like no one watches our stuff anyway, so we just have a good time talking about the show. And people are calling us Game Grumper Props anyways, so we're just like, all right. It'll be in good fun though.
Everything to everyone now is a Game Grumps ripoff. It's kind of irritating.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
So dumb.
But it's just the dynamic. It's so visible. It's so apparent, the dynamic that they have. Like, John will be like, "Oh my god, this game is so good. I love this game so much." Yeah. And then Aaron will be like, "You know, this game actually kind of sucks." And John's like, "Does it? Does it really?" Yeah, I really like it. Oh, yeah, I get you.
So he's the submissive one. Got it.
John completely submits. There's one, like, I've only commented on maybe a couple Game Grumps episodes, and I watch every single one, because it's entertaining to me. And I comment on nearly every YouTube video I watch. I love commenting on videos. I don't comment on theirs very much. One of the only ones I've ever commented on is when John stuck to his guns and disagreed with Aaron. It blew my mind. Like, that's how little he sticks up for his own opinions, is that the one time he does, I was like, oh my god. Holy shit. Like, John was like, I love this game, and Aaron's like, no, I don't think it's really that good. And John's like, no, it's amazing. You're wrong.
Was it about Banjo-Kazooie?
No. I hated Banjo-Kazooie, because John's like, oh, this is my favorite game ever, and then he has no idea what the fuck to do.
No, I couldn't watch their Donkey Kong Country 2, their Donkey Kong Country 2 and 1-1s. I was like,
Oh
I
god,
can't-
that whole thing was so frustrating. It sucks when you watch. It's the problem of being good at a game and then watching someone not good at a game play it, because it just kills you on the inside. Because you want a backseat game.
I'm watching Liam Six's blind Let's Play of 007 right now. I'm doing it because I haven't played 007 in a long time, so it's like fresh to me to see it. But like watching him play through it the first time and having no idea what to do when it's so obvious to me because I've been playing it since I was 4, just like, but it's fun. But yeah, that's kind of what it's like, except they don't have the excuse of playing it blind.
Yeah, no, I've gotten in the habit of just kind of listening to Grumps for like background noise now, because if I watch half their videos, I just want to punch something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could not. Their PlayStation All-Stars was my last draw. When they played for 12 minutes before realizing how to ult each other, I was like, come on. If you had read the tutorial...
Overtime! Overtime! Overtime!
Come on! Just kill each other already. They're like, well, it's not Brawl, so it sucks.
And
It's like,
meanwhile, on screen the entire time it's flashing super, super, super.
Yeah.
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 Uh.
I don't understand how to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, their Naughty Bear video was, I think their wake-up call. Their audience needs to. That their audience was like, hey guys, knock it off.
Yeah, they don't consider themselves Let's Players by doing it, so they like don't care. They just play the game and talk and don't really pay attention to it.
But I mean, like, there's a couple times I've gone on record just insulting LPers, and I'm just like, why?
Like,
Dude,
it's fine if you
when
don't want
John-
to associate yourself with that, but
Dude, when John was telling us about Game Grumps initially, he told Jesse that Let's Playing was like a horrible, to Jesse's face. I was there. It was like he was talking about how like Let's Playing is like the worst form of entertainment on YouTube. And it was like, and Jesse was like, you do realize I'm a Let's Player, right? And then John was like, no, what? Yeah, no.
The just adds to it perfectly.
Have you seen, who is it? Speedo Sausage. He's an animator. He made fun of Game Grumps, like Return of the like the description. It's like a movie preview animation of Game Grumps the movie, and all the description says is Return of the It's just, oh God, they're so popular and polarized that it's so easy to understand their characteristics and their dynamics and make parodies of them and make fun of them.
Wonder why they're so popular.
Because they're so easy to read?
Because they're so easy to read because they are so unique.
And they're so, yeah, exactly.
They're so unique that it stands out and becomes easy to read.
Yes, and they're popular as a result.
And they were popular to begin with, so that helps.
And
Yeah.
they were popular. That helps too. Didn't have to go through the painful,
Growth
beginning
process.
stages. Yeah, of growing a channel.
I think my favorite videos they do are their shirt announcement videos.
Because they're just so they're so different.
It's just fucking hilarious. Like John's
shit.
just standing by the washing machine. What? Huh? Okay. Washing machine for no reason, like opening and closing it. I don't know. All those shirt announcements are just funny.
So, who's good to watch right now in terms of Let's Plays? Like, who's doing what? Because I am completely out of it when it comes to Let's Plays these days.
And Liam Six is doing a blind Let's Play of GoldenEye that I'm watching, that I'm enjoying. I'm kind of the guy to talk to about this since I literally do nothing all day.
Yes, yeah.
Let me go to my feed real quick. I'm really enjoying Cox and Krendor playing SimCity.
Oh yeah, that's freaking hysterical.
Watching them try and build a city when they kind of know what to do, but not really. Like they miss like one major thing when they get everything else, and it screws them over. It's hilarious. Let's see what else. Super Beard Bros.
Who's that guy?
That's me. I'm a beard bro.
Good,
Yeah,
some
I'm beard and
asshole.
I'm not so beard.
Aw, Gerard, no.
On the subject, can I just tell you that on the 8-bit art of you and Alex,
Yes.
why the hell does Alex not have a beard?
It was an old art design based on an old photo of Alex, and Alex thought that he felt bad and didn't want to overpower my beard because like I'm the beardman.
Didn't want to
Which I
overpower the
replied,
beard.
"Dude, I really don't care, but he was like, no, man, like you're the main beard. I'm the support beard. I'm like, okay, we're gonna work on redesigning it a bit. I feel.
That's good, because it didn't really bug me, but it was just like, wait a minute.
His beard is bigger than mine.
This beard bro doesn't have a beard. I'm confused. But yeah, is it Symphony of the Night you're doing?
Yeah, they just started that one on Monday.
Yeah, that's really enjoyable, regardless of what a lot of people are saying in the
Dude,
comment section.
everyone's hating on us.
I went to one of the videos, and like one of the top comments was like, "Hey guys, shut up about them not playing a game or whatever because they haven't played it before." It's like, yeah.
Is that actually what's
That
going
was
on in the
one-
comments?
Yeah, because Gerard hasn't played it before, and Alex doesn't want to spoil anything, even though he knows a lot. So he's kind of like, yeah, you can go that way if you want to.
Oh, so it's just
Yeah,
because Alex is like holding back information?
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's also trying to give tips and trivia about like the backstory of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and everyone's like, "Alex, tell him where to go."
Yeah.
But you haven't even gotten that lost yet.
I haven't. No.
He like died once and didn't do well in the initial Dracula fight, which is the final boss of one of the games. So it's like, okay, he starts off a game at a final boss that he's never played before, and you're mad that he didn't do well enough to get the super secret bonus from it.
Keep in mind
first
this is a game that like tons of people have played. So that's the other problem with doing popular games.
Yeah. I didn't even know it was that popular, but I've never really played Castlevania, so... The only Castlevania I've ever played is Super Castlevania 4, and I played it for like an hour.
Really? You never played Symphony of the Night? Well, I guess I can't say anything because Gerard.
It was very fun, though. I just never have sat...
I mean, I just beat
Busted.
Castlevania 1 a few weeks ago.
I have not beaten Castlevania 1 yet. I've beaten Castlevania 2, but not 1.
I'm still looking for Let's Plays for Josh.
Yeah, no, I've been so out of touch with Let's Plays in general. I don't watch any Let's Plays right now, except for, I'm watching...
Jake just started Golden Sun: The Lost Age. It's pretty good so far.
I want to watch that.
It took him like half a year to get around to posting it, though, which makes me wonder if he just got caught up in all the other LPs he did.
Probably.
Because he talked about that at the Smash Brothers tournament, and then he got posted after it was mentioned in the Smash Bros. Tournament.
He had told me that he had tried to record it a few times, and it just didn't work out. It didn't feel right, so he kind of just put it on the back burner, I guess.
That makes sense. And I mean, he did do Persona 3 and Resident Evil 5 or 4, and he's doing 5 with me now. So
yeah, I've caught a little bit of that.
What else? I'm enjoying Game Grumps Sonic 06 just because of.
I can't enjoy that anymore because I've beaten the damn game. I picked up the game after I was in a mood to play a bad game, and then beat it in the time it took them to post 3 episodes of it.
John, you're always in the mood to play a bad game.
If you haven't played Sonic 06, if you've never played it before, and you start from the beginning of the Let's Play, it's pretty damn enjoyable. But if you've played it, then you've obviously know where to go and what to do, and you actually read the things that pop up and tell you what to do.
I have never played it. I might go back and watch it.
I think the beginning episodes of it are probably the best. Maybe the first 20, first 30.
They get super fatigued about the game. They still have to do Silver's run through, and what worries me is that there's a very, very difficult part of Silver's run through in the second stage that if they don't do the glitch to fix it, they're going to be there for episodes, tons of episodes.
Yikes. John and Jake are doing that Resident Evil thing where John tries to look for treasures that aren't there for the whole episode.
Don't worry, that eventually stops. Don't worry.
Yeah, in part 20.
No, shut up.
I talked to Jake about it. He's like, "Yeah, the whole time John was just looking for treasures that don't exist." And I was like, "I noticed that. Does that last a while?" And he's like, "Yeah, a little while."
God damn it, Jake! Stop giving away my secrets.
But yeah,
I caught a little bit of that. I watched the first episode and caught some bits and pieces of other episodes.
Steven plays, but you already watch him. His Twilight Princess that he just started.
His Twilight Princess is really good.
He's only on episode 3, and I'm sad that he's doing 2 other Let's Plays as well, because that means there are only 2 parts a week.
Yeah.
But that's a really good one for anyone who's looking for a good Let's Play to watch that they're not aware of. That would probably be the best bet, is Steven Plays. He's really good at talking at the video games.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. I like it.
It's a weird skill to have, I guess, being able to
talking at video games,
but he's good at it.
Yeah.
Gerard, you went radio quiet. You okay?
No, I'm here. I'm super intense right now.
No,
I'm here. I'm good. It's all right.
Don't forget about me.
I'm in super clinch mode right now. I'm about to die to Metroid Prime /win.
All right, fair enough.
Die/win.
Give him privacy.
It's do or die.
Let him concentrate.
And I'm dead.
Okay, never mind. We like to praise Mario Party 4.
Is that? Yeah, We Like to Praise always been good. I stopped watching them a while ago for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they've been kind of funny.
I enjoy the games they play where it's competitive. The ones that are 4-player co-op aren't really that great.
No.
But the ones where they actually are against each other, like Mario Party and other games such as that, are really, really good. Where they all just make fun of each other the whole time.
I think it works a lot like Runaway Guys do. I think our best Runaway Guys stuff is when we're just at each other's throats.
Yeah. New Super Mario Bros. Kind of because you can step on each other.
I cannot wait for New Super Mario Bros.
I know that's going to be in I think a week or 2. So
I'm just looking forward to seeing the comments to how I basically took over your job as being the dick.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Josh is being a dick. He's learning.
I'm always
learning.
You dick.
He talks to me too much. That's what it is.
Out of all the people I talk to you an awful lot.
Yep.
I was surprised to see you guys in a random call when Pat messaged me. I was like, oh, okay, sure.
Whenever I usually start playing Halo at 10 o'clock. Like, I hang out with my parents and watch primetime TV, and then they go to bed at 10 o'clock, and I come downstairs and play Halo, and if Josh is on, then we'll get in a call and just talk. And tonight was one of those nights, and lo and behold.
Well, you've been playing Halo 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said I would join you guys, but I don't have Halo 4, so...
It's enjoyable. If you like Halo, then you'll like Halo 4.
If you like Halo, you will like Halo 4.
YouTube suggests Halo 4. YouTube suggests your own damn video.
See, I was always a Gears of War guy, so I always enjoy Gears of War more.
You know what's funny about YouTube suggesting videos and suggesting your own videos? It'll suggest my own video to me based on a video that had nothing to do with the video, my own video that they suggested to me.
They don't base it on one video. They base it on all of the videos.
Well, no, I know, but it'll say above it, it'll be like, because you watched this, watch this.
YouTube's a dirty lying whore.
I really wish that they gave the ability to opt out of some people. Like, if you don't want to, like, no offense.
I wish
to
you would
Grumsy
stop
guys.
recommending videos you've already seen.
Yeah, that happens.
That happens way too often.
It has the little watched bar on it. We recommend this. Watch.
No, like half the time it doesn't even show up with a watch. Like if I refresh the page, then suddenly it'll say watch. That's about it.
Jeez, that sucks.
Like, I always get Game Grumps in my feeds, and I'm like, I don't watch them very often, and it's like every time I do a YouTube search, they're in my feed. It's like, I don't want to watch them.
But really, that's kind of the least of YouTube's problems.
True.
I know,
It'd be
right?
nice if subscribers knew we were posting videos.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. That way they're like, oh my god, it's been 3 weeks since you posted a video. What the hell's going on?
If I
Actually, asshole.
See, that bugs me.
If I forget to post to Twitter, I get like thousands of views less.
I really, I don't know, it bugs me that, like, people will say, like, why haven't you posted a video in X time? Like, you can go to my channel and see that I have posted a video. It's there. Just because you didn't get the subscription update doesn't mean it's not there, and you should probably check.
Yeah, like, I hate people who just don't check and just badmouth you.
That's on them. It's still stupid that YouTube doesn't send out a subscription feed thing, notification in the sub feed, but getting messages about it is dumb.
Someone actually linked me to, I can't remember the name of the site, but it's a site where you can set to get text messages whenever someone uploads.
Hmm.
And it looked really good.
Tens of thousands of people to use it.
Yeah. That's the kicker right there.
You know, they also have that thing where they email you.
Yeah, it'd be nice if that worked too.
Does it not work? Because every time I've used it, it's worked perfectly. You always get an email of every single video ever uploaded from your.
I've never had any problem, but I've had so many subscribers say like, "Wait, you uploaded a Superman episode?" Or like, "When's stage 7?" It's like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, if they're not subscribed to the emails as well, then they're just complaining about the sub box, I assume. Which has always been broken. It's been broken since the beginning of time. Just putting that out there.
Okay. I feel like it gets more and more broken each time, though.
Well, no, it gets broken, and then it gets better, and then it gets broken again.
Okay. Gets broken, gets better, gets broken again. Hold on to that thought. One last Let's Play I'm watching regularly right now is Yankee Gamer's Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm enjoying it. Anyway, it's broken, it keeps getting broken more, yada yada. Continue on.
I just feel like Patrick opened the door into the room and just, like,
guys,
leaned in.
It's like,
guys, hey, look, listen.
I'm really liking Yankee Gamer's Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay, go ahead. All right, see you.
I gotta say, Patrick, you're a lot more versed in Let's Plays than you put out to be. You're just like, oh yeah, I make videos every now and then. You're like, all right, no, here's the lowdown. 8 o'clock, this person posted. Like,
well, Gerard, when you have nothing to do all day and you can't really do much all day, like, I'm surprised I'm still talking at this point.
I'm impressed, actually.
Today is apparently a good day, which is awesome. But when you're basically on your ass for months with nothing but a laptop and an Xbox to keep you company, you watch a lot of Let's Plays.
I get that, man.
Like, since July, Netflix and Let's Plays. It's good shit.
Oh man, Netflix has been keeping me alive. I love Netflix. Have you guys seen House of Cards yet?
No, is that the one that they keep promoting?
Oh, you guys got to see
hearing
House of
about that.
Cards.
What the hell is that? I keep hearing about it, but I don't know what it is.
With
Okay,
his face?
so Kevin Spacey
Yeah.
plays the congressman of North Carolina, and the president, who is just gotten pulled in to like win. He won because of Kevin Spacey's character. He's like, hey, if I win the election, you can be the Secretary of State. And Kevin Spacey's like, great, let's make that happen. He wins, and then the president's like, hey, so remember that time where I promised you that you're gonna be Secretary of State? Yeah, not gonna happen. And Kevin Spacey's like, hell no. So the rest of the series is like him, like hatching a diabolical scheme against the president of like returning his like awesome power and glory of like when he got screwed that one time.
Kevin Spacey sounds like a gangster.
Yeah, that's
Hell
basically
no.
what it is.
Hell no!
Hell no.
Oh, hell no.
Nobody got time for being Secretary of State. You know, I might just watch that. Are they like releasing an episode every week or something?
No, the entire series is out right now.
Oh damn! How long?
Yeah, you can literally watch the entire thing right away. It's great.
I'm excited for when they finally put Arrested Development up there.
May.
Is-
Same
is
day
that-
as
is
Iron
that-
Man 3.
Wait,
Same day as Iron Man 3?
Yeah,
Arrested,
May 3rd.
Arrested Development was already on Netflix.
No, the new
No,
season.
They're new seasons.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You didn't know about this?
that?
What?
They're bringing it back.
What?
Yeah, May 3rd, bro.
What?
You seriously
Yeah.
had not heard about this? They've been talking about this for years.
I think I have heard about it, but I forgot. What?
What? What?
What?
Oh!
Ah!
Living in darkness. I have not heard of this. You know, they say you are what you eat. Once bitten, twice shy.
For some reason, saying what's the word? Idioms in Bane's voice. Just always good for some comedy.
Oh! Were you there for my when I wanted to do Bane Raptor? It's just a raptor that makes the Banes like, oh! No.
Once bitten, twice shy. Killing two birds with one stone.
Just a bunch of raptors in a room.
Sounds like the most awkward chicken coop in the world.
So raptors are more like that really weird it's like, you know when you cough so hard when you're really sick that like your throat gets raw and it vibrates really hard?
Like what you're doing daily?
No, I'm
You're
not coughing.
sick?
No.
Oh, okay.
Night, Liam.
I've got weird head problems and fatigue and all that shit, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm talking about though, when you
Yeah.
like that really deep, like in the back of your throat, and it like shakes like crazy when you cough, and it hurts, and it makes that weird like sound.
Yeah.
That's like how the raptors sound on Jurassic Park. So like if you ever cough that hard, know that you sound like a raptor and take comfort in that. It's like, I may be sick, but god damn it, I'm a raptor.
Sickly raptor!
I'm gonna think about that next time I'm sick.
There you go.
And it sucks that I'm sick, but at least I'm a raptor.
And then you go around and say "clever girl" under your breath all the time. I still want that T-shirt. It's advertised. It used to be advertised on the side of my Facebook all the time.
Oh,
And it's
the
t-shirt.
Rubik's Cube?
So, yeah, the raptor holding a solved Rubik's Cube, and all it says is "clever girl."
I think that's Shark Robot.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think I'm gonna get going. It is midnight, and I'm gonna go probably to bed.
Ah, you're turning in for the evening.
I gotta get up tomorrow morning and do stuff.
Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Batman.
Yeah, but it was nice hanging out with you fellas.
Yeah,
It was
Nice
good,
job,
Josh, man. Take it
And
easy,
it was
dude.
nice to finally be in a conversation with Gerard.
You
Well,
too, man.
you're gonna meet Gerard in a couple weeks anyways at East, so...
Yes!
I'll be
Alright.
there.
Awesome. Alright, well, catch you folks later.
Later.
Take it easy, man.
Bye.
There's gotta be a better way around these dudes.
There's gotta be something more.
Alright, so I've beaten Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 in the stream. Do I do the third one, or do I play a different game altogether?
Well, it depends on if you have commitment issues or not.
3 is my weakest one out of the 3. Like, Ninja Gaiden 1 I can do without using a continue.
Play some Mega Man X.
That's always good.
Whoa, my chat is odd.
I'm
that's
seeing
good.
Castlevania 1, something different. Go for the Triple Crown. Play some Strider, Mario 3.
X. Your co-host wants you to play Mega Man X.
I could bust in Star Fox 2. I've got the cart for it, so...
That doesn't sound like Mega Man X to me.
It doesn't. And the other fun part's going to be finding where the hell my Mega Man X cart is in this.
He's probably hanging out with Nemo.
Well, a lot of people suddenly are saying Star Fox 2.
If you say the words, should I play Mega Man X, they might actually say Mega Man X. I just want to see how good you are at it.
We gotta save it for when we do our big video.
Yeah, dude. I did a race. Oh, no, I shouldn't even talk about this one. This video's not up yet, but we did a special race. Me, Tim, my buddy Rob, and fourth guy, I think his name is Joe. Yeah, Joe. And we did a race where it was Buster only. You were allowed the armor and 2 heart tanks and 1 sub tank. Nope.
Damn,
Yeah.
that must have been rough.
Oh no, the worst was when we did it just no heart tanks and no sub tanks.
Dude, that Sigma fight.
Yeah,
even-
exactly. We got to the 3 of us got to the Sigma fight and just got stuck. And then we redid it later with the 2 heart tanks and a sub tank.
Jeez, that's like 3 hits, maybe 4.
4 sounds right. Yeah.
Man,
The worst part is like that freaking final fight is so time consuming with just the Buster.
yeah, because you have to hit him with a charge shot.
All right, so what was the consensus? It was Star Fox 2. Yeah.
Sigma Fox 2X.
Sigma Fox 2X. All right, I'll do some Star Fox 2 and maybe I'll switch it up to Mega Man X after. Now, is my set... Oh, no, I gotta plug in the SNES first. That would make sense.
Plug in that SNES. Little booty clap. Clap, clap, eat the pancakes.
Hit the SNES button.
I don't know if you guys are subscribed to Stamper.
Oh, that is so beautiful that it works so well. I love this setup now.
Yay.
I can just flip between systems with the press of a button. It's beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
But where is my SNES controller? That looks like it.
Gerard, I want you... Are you playing right now?
Yeah, what's up?
When you're not in the middle of a life or death battle, click on the link I Skyped. You'll enjoy
Got it.
You will enjoy it immensely. It will console your...
I hope so, because goddamn, I need to redo my voiceovers, 'cause according to Greg, they suck, so...
okay.
And I gotta also kill stupid-ass Metroid Prime, which I still haven't done yet. This is attempt number 9.
Do I want this to actually end tonight, or do I want to just do it quick? Normal, hard, or expert?
Normal, so that you get done with it and play Mega Man X. While I'm still alive.
Alright, I'm gonna do normal, but I think... I've been debating LPing this game in the future, so I think I will save expert for an LP. So let's do normal.
When you said expert, I thought you said X, and I was like, no.
Sorry.
It's really good, Pico.
How's the sound on this game? It sounds louder, so I don't know if it's louder than Ninja Gaiden was.
Gerard, I know you're a huge fan of Mega Man X, right?
I sure am.
Okay, good. Does it bother you? Well, not bother isn't the word, but would you prefer the final boss music to be switched with the Sigma music?
Yeah.
Switch Sigma 1 and Sigma 2?
You mean in terms of like the lightsaber fight music with the music with Like him in the big mecha suit?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like
I agree.
if you switched them, it would
Yeah.
be so much more epic.
Yeah, I agree.
Like when he comes out with the lightsabers, like, and you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, I can
And he
get
goes to the
behind that.
mecha suit was like.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
I think that's the only thing wrong with that game. And it's not really wrong. It's just it could be better.
Here we go again.
On your own,
Round 10.
going down the only road you've known for the last day or so.
This episode's nowhere near done. It's gonna be great.
That'll be fine, dude. Don't worry about it.
No. And even if it is late, people will be like, where's the episode? And then when you put it out, no one will care that it was late. I mean.
Yeah. Well, I did a collaboration video with Game Theory on his channel, so we're trying to aim our releases at the same time.
So the same way ours did when we did it.
Yeah, exactly. On his channel, he's doing the psychology of the completionist, and it's like how he goes into like huge depth about how like the origin of like the mentality of a completionist and like where it came. He like roots it back to like the 1800s. It's like super dope how he did it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a very interesting video.
So if what you're saying is, if I were to ever do some sort of collab with you, I would have to have you on my channel.
No, it was his idea.
Damn it. That sucks. Sounds good.
I'll do a video series if you want with you, man. I'm always down for collaboration, even if it's like, as long as it like the person I'm with is cool and you're cool. So.
Thanks, bro. You're cool too.
Well, it's like I get people asking me to do a lot of collaborations, and they're like, "Oh, I've got 20 subs," and I'm like, "No, I don't want to hurt your feelings, man. I really don't." But
Crunch for time, dog.
yeah, I don't have time.
I don't have time for you peasants.
That sounds mean.
That's what I call my subscribers. They're used to it.
Such an abusive
Call your
relationship.
subscribers peasants.
It was a slip up and it stuck. Because
Wait, what was it supposed to be then?
when it wasn't supposed to be anything, it was never supposed to be anything. But they made it stick. Like they wanted to be called peasants. I was like, all right, I'll call you a demeaning name if you want me to. But basically, I think it was a Zelda hack, and I kept calling enemies peasants because they were below me. They were enemies. And then I think at one point I like slipped it up and called my subscribers peasants, and it stuck because they liked it. So now they like call themselves peasants.
Be cool's peasants.
Like to John, bro, I'm a proud peasant. And like, just, oh, that's the shirt. Thank you. Excellent. Snored. Not quite Shark Robot. But
Well, I think it might be one of those ones that they sell in a couple different places.
okay. But yeah, one thing led to another, and now just around 17,000 people are peasants, apparently. So, yeah. Peasants. I have no time for peasants.
See, yeah, but you can get away with it, 'cause that's your persona as your LP.
A dick?
Yeah.
Congrats,
You
Pat.
just said it earlier.
Dude, Gerard, you should watch the latest Runaway Guys video. I personify a complete dickhole.
You're in it?
Came up today. Like it's weird that I'm a huge dick to my friends, but I'm really nice to people I don't know very well.
Sup, Dan?
What?
Oh my! Sorry, my buddy Dan's in the chat, so he's being like, "Oh my God, Protein John."
Hi Dan, how you doing? You having a good time in your buddy's stream? Watching him play some video games there?
He's the reason I have this Star Fox 2 cart. So
You know, he's actually YouTube famous. I don't know if you knew your friend was like famous or whatever.
3,000 subscribers.
He has at least like 100 subscribers on his YouTube.
Dan's actually been in a bunch of my videos.
Oh. But did he know you were making a video?
No, he just happened to be there at the time.
Like maybe he thought you were just like talking while playing the game, and then...
Weird obsession with just talking to myself.
You call me peak coal horse again, I'm gonna time you out. I'm not kidding around, I'll do it. I'm so tired of that shit.
So that's from the second Barbie Horse Adventure LP, right?
Yeah, the video where thousands and thousands